You are welcome back to my channel. This is Master BCM TV. If you have not subscribed to this channel, that is number one thing you have to do. Please subscribe. Remember to press the notification button so that the moment the new video is coming out, you are going to be one of the number one to be seeing the videos. Thank you. This is a tutorial on how to sharpen clipper blades. This is a tutorial on how to sharpen clipper blade step-by-step tutorial. I want you to understand one thing before we go. This clipper you are watching on the screen, it is a old clipper, very old clipper. It has been using for a very long period of time. It is very old. It is not even fine. It is not beautiful to see on the ground when you look at it. But when we talk of the work the clipper is doing, the kind of barbing this clipper is the owner is using to give out, to barber out, is very unique. What I'm trying to say or fashion out in a nutshell is that it is not most important that you use new clipper for every work you want to do. It is not compulsory. If you are a barber engineer, you know how to use clipper very well as a barber or stylist. At the same time, you are a barber engineer, you know how to repair your clippers, you know how to service your clipper, maintain your clipper. Most important, you know how to sharpen the clipper blade professionally. Try to underline that word, professionally. You really understand the step-by-step in sharpening the upper and the bottom clipper blade, tested correctly, professionally, logically, technically, strategically. Okay, that is the most important of this tutorial. I'm trying to give out this tutorial to show you that what a new any type of style, any type of working, any type of performance that the new clipper can do, old clipper can still do it better. If care is not taken, person using old clipper will now produce a quality, beautiful work, barbing work, more than a person using new clipper that is not professional. So this tutorial now, I want to show you how you can sharpen a set of clipper blade using by old, very old clipper, and the clipper is going to be working like a newly bought clipper machine. There's one thing I want people to understand about the sharpening or the clipper maintenance. If you really know how to sharpen clipper blade professionally, logically, technically, okay, in standard form, I'm telling you, you can use one clipper for several years and you'll be enjoying your work. That is what I want to bring out in this tutorial. It is not almost based on new. When you get new clippers and you don't know how to sharpen the clipper blade very well, or you don't get correct person to sharpen the clipper blade correctly for you, you are going to be suffering. Then now compare to a barber that is a professional in barbing, also professional in sharpening of the clipper blade. He or she will be using the clipper in a magical way, in a way that person using new clippers can never even use it well in that way. You understand? So this tutorial now based on that. I will now show you step by step we can use in sharpening different type of clipper blade in the barber studio. The next step we are going to, I want to show you the part of this clipper step by step. I will show you around. When I show you around finish, I will now remove the clipper blade. When we remove it, we clean it. I will show you the inner surfaces of the clipper blade you are seeing on the ground now. When I show you the inner surface of it, we now study the inner surface of the upper clipper blade. That is number 1. Then we study the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade. That is number 2. We now clean it. When we clean it, then we now go into the sharpening studio. Then we can continue with the sharpening process again. But I'm giving you this tutorial to make everybody believe that what a new clipper can do, an old clipper can still do it better. We are going to use these screwdrivers to loose the bolts, the 2 bolts at the bottom part of the engine. We now bring it out. But what makes me to show you the 2 screwdriver is this one is new one. This one you are watching now, this one is new one. So I want to use the old one. This is the old one. Can you see? Let us repair. Let me return this one. I want to use old instrument, old materials to do the old thing, so that I want the whole barber, I want the whole public to believe that it is not every time you be looking for new things before you can maintain your shop. You can still get old instrument, old clippers, and still run your barbering shop correctly, logically, technically okay. And the rate you cut or you barb, you give the hairstyle out in your barbering salon will be extremely 5-star. Can you see it? Let me return the new one. This is the rag I want to use. Can you see the rag? This is the rag I want to use to clean the blade. This is the rag I want to use. Yeah, I want to loose the bottom and the upper clipper blade now. Let me drop the So I want to show you the blade before we now start the cleaning. Can you see how the inner surface is? And if you want to enjoy using the clipper, you see the 2 bolts. This is the first bolt, this is the second bolt. There's one advice I want to give you. If you really want to enjoy using your clipper blade very well, you want your machine to last for you, the blade to last for you, and when you are sharpening the clipper blade, it will not be giving you headache, too much headache before you can get it sharpened correctly. Don't use your clipper too much, don't overuse it. Maybe when you barber, like when you use it to barb hair, like just between 5 and 7 days, just a week, the highest a week. When you use your clipper blade for a week for commercial, then you can resharpen it. So people using private, their own video is still coming, so don't let us talk on that one. I will still do tutorial on both people using private clippers. So when I see any customer that bring private clipper, we now use it to do the tutorial. But this one is commercial. Yeah, this one is for me. This clipper, the clipper blade you are watching, I've been using it for some years now. Then the clipper engine you are watching on the ground, it has been with me for a very long period of time. Yeah, almost 20-something years ago now I've been using it, and it's still working fine for me. So I'm showing you this for you to be able to know that not every time you be fighting for new instrument. Can you see the inner surface of the blade I've just removed now? I sharpened it correctly by myself before. And not that this clipper blade is not working, it's still working, but the work is not perfect again. It's not perfect. So when you look at the surface very well, look at it. Look at the inner surface of the upper and the bottom clipper blade. Can you see it? So don't let your blade be overquenched. You don't overuse it before you say you want to resharpen it back, especially people learning. the experts can do it in that way. You can use your clipper blade till it will not work again. Then you can resharpen it as a professional, as a master, as a real professional. But if you are learning, so when you use your clipper blade highest a week, then you remove it, you clean it. After cleaning, then you go for sharpening. Now I want to clean the blade very well, the upper and the bottom clipper blade. Let me drop the two bolts. Where is the second one? This is the second one. Then let me drop this bottom clipper blade first. Let me clean the upper clipper blade, number one. You see the way I'm cleaning? From the inside, outside like this. That is how you are going to clean. Can you see it? So you put your rag like this. You see the way I'm doing it? You start from the center here. You see this is the front of the blade. Then you go to the front. You see the way I'm doing it? Then you see this one too. Then when you turn it in this way, you see the way I place it. Then you now go longitudinal part of it like this. You see it like this. Then let me show you now how the surface of this upper clipper blade is. Can you see it now? But there's one thing I want you to take note. Let me go and bring the pointer and I'll show you. Watch carefully, watch carefully, watch carefully. When you watch at the inner surface of this clipper blade, look towards the edge like this. Towards the edge where I've just covered. Towards the edge of the inner surface, towards the edge. You can see the stainless. Then you can see the stainless towards the edge of the clipper blade inner surface. Then after, you now see the dark portion. Let me show you again. You now see the dark portion here. You see the dark portion here where I place the pointer. You see it in that way. Then after that, after the dark portion again, you see the real stainless at the back of the dark portion again. Let me still show you again. This area like this, can you see? So this clipper blade now is divided into three in color. When you look at the first place I covered towards the edge, you see the stainless. By the middle, you see the dark portion. Then by the back of it, you can see the real stainless. That one is wider than that front. Which means the dark portion you are watching now is the only portion touching the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade very well. So the front of it, where I first show you, let me still show you again. This area now is not touching or attaching with the bottom clipper blade very well. Not that it's not touching, but there's a little gap in between the inner surface of the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade. There, it can cut, but it cannot cut very, very neat. When you want to do neat shaving, you want to shave the blade completely so that there's no any small hair there. This one cannot do it perfectly. It can scrape, but not to the extreme 100%. It's around between 80 and 90%. You see it now? You see the inner surface. So let me go and bring the bottom clipper blade again. Let me clean it, the bottom clipper blade. When I clean it finish now, I'll now show you again. So before I clean the bottom clipper blade, before I clean it, can you see how the inner surface is when I've just removed it from the mouth of the clipper? Can you see it? So let me go down and clean it now. Let me drop the pointer. As usual, you see from the center like this, you clean to the front. You see the way I'm cleaning? From the center like this, then you now go to the front. Don't come like this. You go from the center to the front. You see it in this way. That's the way to clean. Then you turn it in the other side again. Then from the center to the other side. You see it. You see it in this way. Then you turn it in this way again. You go like this. But this one is having line here. You can still come in this way. For this front where there's line. You see it in this way. So let me drop this one now. Let me pick the pointer. then come with the blade so that we can study the inner surface of the blade. Let us watch carefully now. Let us watch carefully the inner surface of this button clipper blade. What we are doing now is inner surface study. Inner surface study, or how to study the inner surface of the button clipper blade. We have done for the upper clipper blade just now. So can you see the inner surface now after the cleaning? So there are some things I want to show you here. Watch carefully. Look at this area. This area you are watching, then this area too. This area you are watching, that is where the upper clipper blade is touching with the bottom clipper blade at the back. Then when we turn it in this way, I want to let me position it very well so that I can be able to see the two sides at the same time. Yes, you can see it in this way, where the upper clipper blade lay at the back of the bottom clipper blade. You can see the two. This is the gap where the upper clipper blade is cut off. This is the gap. Can you see it? Then when you watch here now, watch carefully. You can see black portion here. You can see the black portion here. Then let me put, very nice. Look at this area now. You can see, when you watch carefully now, look at this area I'm covering now. You can see that area is stainless. The upper clipper blade doesn't touch that area. Let me take it up again. Can you see it? The upper clipper blade doesn't touch that area at all. Let me still show you again. You see where the stainless is, where I've just covered. The upper clipper blade is not sitting, or it's not touching that area at all. Then when you look at this dark portion, watch carefully. This long rectangular form towards the edge here, come to this side, come like this, or this center, or this black area, that is the area the upper clipper blade is sitting on the bottom clipper blade. So now watch carefully like this. Can you see that portion I'm saying? That is where exactly, all this area, that is where the upper clipper blade lays on top of the bottom clipper blade. Can you see it? You see it in this way? So that is where it's rotating from side to side, then going from front to the back. And for the back, this is where the upper clipper blade lays, here and here. You can see it. So you can see, after cleaning now, you can see how the inner surface of the clipper blade is before we now go into the sharpening workshop. So that I will go and show you the step by step you can use to resharpen this clipper blade, the upper and the bottom clipper blade. The step by step you can use to resharpen it, the two. That is what we call a set. Let me check the name of the clipper blade. Let me show you whether we can fashion it out, whether it can show properly. So let me drop this one down now. Then I want to show you the mouth of the clipper before we go into the workshop. Let me clean it first. I'll show you how the mouth is. Can you see the mouth? So when you see now, this is a packing. There's one packing here because of the rod. The rod is not long enough. The tutorial is still coming on that one. If the rod of the clipper is not projecting out very well, so we need to put packing here. So, and if you do want to use that packing, let me remove the packing. Can you see the mouth of the, you see the rod I'm saying? Can you see the rod? This is the rod. You see it, but it's not projecting out very well. It's not touching very well. So that is why I put this jeans packing. You see the way I place it there? So if you want to put your own, you see the way I cut it. That is the way you are going to place it there. So now we are going into the workshop to sharpen the upper and the bottom clipper blade. You are welcome back to my sharpening studio. Now I want to show you the step by step to sharpen the clipper blade. I've just shown you now. So let me look at the name. This is Stylon clipper blade. Stylon. I don't know whether I can show very well, I can see it very well. This is Stylon clipper blade. Stylon. So after cleaning, we have cleaned the upper and the bottom clipper blade very well, neatly. So let me present them very well. Then this is the masking tape. Then you look for correct masking tape, the one with better gum. Can you see? You look for the one with better gum. Though there is summertime here in my environment here, the gum is not somehow sharp again. But you look for correct one. This one is correct one, it's original one, but the harmattan has affected it. See, we can use it to sharpen clipper blade very well. Let us go. Then you now place this masking tape at the back. I call it grading. You see the way I place it at the back? I will show you now. You can see the way I position it. You can see it, the way I position it, where I place it there. You see the inside, you look at the side, you see the side, see that it's not coming out. You see it in this way. That is how to place the masking tape at the back of the upper clipper blade. You now go for the bottom clipper blade. The clipper blade, for the bottom clipper blade, don't let it be too long that it will occupy or longer than the back of the blade. I will show you now the way I want to put it. Don't be annoyed, kata is worrying me. Can you see it now? You see the way I position it? You see the way I place it neatly? You can see it. You look at the side. Look at the other side. Then look at the front part of it. You see the front part of it. You see that I still leave little portion towards the edge. Watch carefully. You can see the little portion. Don't use sellotape to cover it to the edge. The treatment will be entering the inside, in between the masking tape and the back of the blade. At the moment the treatment enters, the sellotape will remove. It won't last at all. You see the way I place it? There's little gap in between the edge and where the masking tape started, towards the edge here. Can you see it? So then when you place the masking tape at the back of the blade finish, you don't put it in this way, because the oil will enter now, kerosene will enter. That's what we call treatment. So you place it in this way. You see this one too, you don't place it in this way. You put it in a normal way. This is the normal way to put it before the sharpening. You see it in this way. Then the next thing we are going to do now is to clean the surface of the stone we are going to use. This surface. Then you come with a rag. This is the rag I want to use now. You see the way I'm folding it. You see the way I fold it. Can you see the way I fold it? Then you see it like this. You now clean it in this way. You see it? Then you return the rag again. Then you come with your oil. This is the engine oil. Watch carefully. This is the engine oil. This is the light engine oil. You now drop. You drop the oil at the surface of the sharpening stone. This is the sharpening stone I'm going to use now. You know, we have two sharpening stones here. They are different. This one is super hard manner sharpening stone. This one is super hard manner sharpening stone from different makers. So this is the biscuit bone. This is our biscuit bone we are going to use to scrub the surface. Then biscuit bone, there's another special stone again. This is special stone. Let me show you the surface. Can you? I want to place it well. Watch very well. This is the portion that is touching the stone when I'm using it. This dark area from here like this, come like this area is not touching at all. So we are going to use this one to rub. We call this one special stone. The three stones are different. So this one is special stone. The first one I show you, this is a biscuit bone. So this is super hard manual sharpening. So we now use this side I'm using. You see this one I've just shown you now. You use it to scrub the surface of the stone. You see the way I'm using it. When you go like this towards the left hand side in circle form, then you come back towards the right in circle form again. You see the way I'm doing it. You see it like this. You see it like this. Then let me show you the inner surface of this. Can you see it now? You can see it. That is the area touching the stone. That is the area I'm using. Small, gradually this one will be depreciating, reducing in size. It will now come to the form of this one. This was how this one, that was how this one started. You see how it remains now? This one is biscuit bone. The one I've just finished now, that one is a special stone. So this one now, we are going to use it now on the surface of the stone again. Then before we use it, this is the side we are going to use. Can you see the side? This is the side, this is the surface we are going to use. Then you drop little oil again, but the oil will not be too much like before. Can you see it? Then we will now use it to scrub the surface in the same way. Can you see it in this way? Let me show you the surface now. Can you see now? This is the area touching or having contact with the surface of the super hard manual sharpening. So this side is not having the contact. Can you see it in this way? You see it? You see the other side? This is the surface that is touching now. Can you see it? So let me return it again. Then after that one, you clean your fingers. You clean your fingers very well. Then don't forget, look at the way I roll the edge, my sleeve. Can you see? Then you are going to roll the second one too, so that it will not be disturbing your work. It will not be entering the chemical or the treatment. You see the way I do it? Yeah. Then after now, this is kerosene. You now place your kerosene. You spread it at the top. You see the way I'm doing it? Don't let kerosene be too much. You can leave it like between 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And if you are in a hurry, you use your finger to spread it, not to pack. You don't pack it. You see the way I'm applying my finger on top? You spread it. You spread it. Can you see the way I'm doing it? You spread it. You see it in that way. Then after that one, see how my finger is now? It has been touched with the treatment. So you now clean it with clean rag. You see it? Yeah. Now, what you have just done finished now, this one is activating the surface of the stone. Activating the surface of the stone you want to use to sharpen the hopper and the inner surface of the hopper and the bottom clipper blade. Now, you position your blade down. So we have different ways in positioning the upper and the bottom clipper blade on the stone for sharpening. So when you go back to my videos, old videos, when you go back to them, you see it there. Then I will still repeat it in modern way again. I will do another tutorial on that one again. So let us go and start the sharpening from here. That is 2 and fro 10 times for this side. Now I want to sharpen for here. You see the way I position my thumb? That is 2 and fro 10 times each. 2 and fro 10 times for one side, then 2 and fro 10 times for the other side. Let me clean it now and see and show you how the inner part is. Let me show you. You see the inner surface now. There's one thing I want to show you. I don't know whether you can get it. So there's one thing I want to show you. This edge, when you look at this edge very well, this edge I'm touching, the stone doesn't touch one blade there, one teeth. I want to position it very well so that we can be able to see it. I want to place it very well. Towards this edge, we are going to repeat it. Then don't forget, before you sharp, you treat the surface of the stone you want to use. We now use biscuit bone direct now. You see the way I use it? So we are going for the second time. So if you don't want to use your finger to spread, when you just leave it between 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, it will spread by itself. Can you see now? It's spreading by itself. Now go. This is the area that remains a little. We now place our thumb here like this. Then what you do for here, you must have to repeat it for here because of the level of the surface. Yeah, after that one, we clean again. Yeah, let me show you now. Can you see this one has been sharpened correctly? So when you have sharpened it finished now, you can place it in this way. Then we want to sharpen for the bottom clipper blade. The process we did for the upper clipper blade before the sharpening, we still have to repeat it for the bottom clipper blade too. Then we start from dropping oil. You know the oil is there already, so you just drop little oil, not too much. You see it in that way. Then we first come with special stone. You see the surface we used before? Come with special stone. Then we use special stone on it. You see it? You can see it. Then we now use the biscuit bone. You see it in this way. You see it. This is the surface that is touching the surface of the stone. Then we return it again. Then you now spread your kerosene. See the way I'm dropping. Don't overdrop. And you drop at interval. You drop at interval. So if you are not too much in it, when you wait like between 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, it will spread by itself. You watch, you see it, it will be spreading by itself. It will cover the whole surface. And if you are in a hurry, you just use your finger to tap the way I did for the upper clipper blade. This one has spread enough now. Now you want to sharpen the bottom clipper blade. You position it at the angle of 45 degrees. You see it? So we did tutorial on this one. That is why I'm saying you should go back to the old videos. You go back, subscribe to the channel. You will see comedy videos. You will see media videos. At the same time, you see sharpening of the clipper blade video in the old videos. You go back and watch them. You search the one that you prefer, you watch there. So let us start the sharpening. You place your hand here, your thumb here and here. Let us go. That is to and fro 20 times. What you do for here, you still have to repeat for here. You see the way I position my thumb? That is to and fro 20 times. Let me show you how the back, when you first remove it, you see the chemical at the back. Then let us turn the surface. You see how the surface is? You see it? The rubbles are on the surface, the particles of the stone, the particles of the biscuit bone, the particles of the special stone, together with the oil and kerosene, everything is covered up. Now you have to clean it, take the rag and clean it off. I take this one closer to the camera. You can be able to see how it is. Don't forget, from center to the front, from center to the side, from the center here towards the head. You see the way I'm cleaning? Then from the center towards the other side here, towards the back, you see it? Now I'll now show you when you watch carefully now, the sharpening starts from the back here, from the back of the surface here, from the back, you see? So where you see that black area, the stone has not touched it. Inside the small blade, you see it? That shiny area, that is where the stone work now. We have to repeat it again. Don't forget, you have to treat the surface of your stone. Now we are not using special stone. You drop the small oil, can you see it? Then you use the biscuit bone only. You see it? Then after you drop your kerosene at interval, you see the way I'm dropping it, so that if you don't want to use your finger to spread, it can spread by itself at the interval, and just drop small drop, not big one. Can you see it's spreading by itself? Just remain a little to cover up. It has covered up. Now, no need to tap, no need to spread. Let us go again. That is to and fro 20 times. What you do for here, you still have to repeat it for here. That is to and fro 20 times. So let us clean now. No need to show this one to the camera again. I'll show you for the first time for you to see how the surface is. Yeah. Let us get closer to the camera now. There are some things I want to show you. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. Can you see that the shiny is now taking much portion than the black area? Watch carefully. By mere looking at the inner surface of the blade, when you watch the back here, the sharpening has covered here. But when you look the front, the sharpening covers the back here. To the other side here, to the other side here. Now extending to the front. Now leave the black portion towards from the center to the front, which means the stone has not touched that black area. All those shiny area, the stone has worked on there. We have to be doing it little by little. Then the space the shiny area is covering will now be extending towards the front till everything covered up. Let us go again. I want to do this thing step by step for you to really understand those who are there. You see, we've now finished the sharpening. You see the way I want to place it down? This one we have finished the sharpening. That is why I open the face up. Let us go again. You apply your oil. Don't forget. Don't forget, just small here. You see it? Then you return your biscuit bone. Don't forget the kerosene. You see the way I'm dropping at interval so that to be covering by self, not until you use your finger to press. If you are in a hurry, you can use the inner surface of your finger to tap. Just to spread it, not to pack it, to spread it all over. Yeah, let us go. That has covered up. We are starting from here again. This is the number 12th time we are going. We have sharpened 10 times here, 10 times here for the first time. Second time now, 10 times here, 10 times here for the second time. This is the 12th time now. So we are going for, no, that is 20 times. I'm very sorry. 20 times each for one side. This one is 10 times. For the upper clipper, this one is 20 times. To make it faster a little bit so that we will not waste much of our time in watching the video. That is 20 times for here. That is to and fro 20 times each for one side. So making 60 times to and fro for each side. To and fro for each side is 60 times each. Now we are going to watch the inner part of it again. We are going to study the inner part of it again. Let me position it well. You can be able to see it properly. Yeah. I want to position very nice. Can you see it now? You can see that the stainless portion is extending, occupying the inner surface of the back and the front. The back own has been occupied completely. But for the front, you can see that the shining portion has taken larger portion there. We are still going back again to sharp. The more we sharp, the more that black area will be disappearing. The stainless will now cover the whole inner surface of the clipper blade. Let us go. As usual, don't forget, you drop the oil, small oil. Then you use your biscuit bone. Yeah, you return it. Then don't forget your kerosene at interval. Don't just pour in one place. You drop it at interval so that you can use your finger to spread. At the same time, it can spread by itself. Yeah. Let us go now. This is going to be number 4 times. That is number 1. Yeah. That is number 4 times. Let us clean now and see where the work has reached. Yeah, let me show you again. I'll be showing you one by one, little by little, so that I can be able to understand the nature of sharpening. If I say you just rush everything, you can't get it right like that. I want to position it. Can you see now? The shining portion is now covering the whole surface. But still, when you watch, the black area still show a little. The shining has not shined off very well. We still have to repeat it maybe 1 or 2 times again. Can you see? There is changing little by little. That is why I'm telling you that sharpening of the clipper blade is logical, technical. But once you follow me up very well, you can be able to see the way I'm doing it step by step. You can be able to do it by yourself too and get it right. Let us go. Don't forget your oil. So you don't have to be over hurry too much that you forget the steps. Can you see, before I start the sharpening, I try to activate. Yes, you try to activate the surface of the stone. Don't forget, you can't do sharpening without activating the surface of the stone. Either one way or the other. Then we have different ways in activating the surface of the stone. A tutorial is still coming on that one too. So that is why it's compulsory for you to, if you have interest, not compulsory. If you have interest, you have to subscribe to the channel and press the notification button. The moment the new video is coming out, you can be able to see it. Let us go again. Yeah, that is for the first side. Let us go on the second side. Yeah. Let me take it closer to the camera. You see how the surface is? Let me clean it up. Let me clean it up very well. You can be able to see it properly. Yeah, well, let us watch carefully now. There's one thing I want to show you. I don't know whether you can get this clearly in the camera. Look at this area. This area I'm touching. Remain only that area. Only the area I've just touched now. You see that area? The stone has not worked 100% at that area. Yeah, you can see it in this way. You can see it. I want to fashion it out so that I can be able to see it properly. Now, before going for the second time or the last time, we are going to test. When we test it, when it gives us the right thing it's supposed to give us, then no need to sharpen for the last time again. If it doesn't give us, we are going for the last time. So let us check now. If you want to check now, you place the bottom clipper blade down. You see the way I place it down. You now place the upper blade on top, as if it is mounted on the clipper engine. You see it in this way. Now you see the way I position my fingers. You now move from side to side, front to the back, side to the side, front to the back. You see it in this way. You see it in this way. See the way I position. You see it. Then you use your finger, the thumb. You use the 4 fingers to hold down, then the thumb to press it down a little, then to be pushing from side to side, then front to the back. Side to side, front to the back. It's technical. You have to practice very well. It's little by little, you'll be getting it right. So when, depending on the type of the clipper blade you sharp, for Starex, the soft Starex clipper blade cannot take you more than 2 to 3 minutes before you get to what you are looking for. But for all these thicker blade like this, at times you do it between 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, even at times 4 minutes. This process I'm doing, this is testing. So before you can get it right, exactly the sign you wanted to give you out to see how the inside is. Because we are looking for 2 things by shining of the clipper blade. We are looking for total shining across all the surfaces. At the same time, we are looking for this total flatness. The surface have to be very, very flattened. The whole surface have to be very, very flattened for the upper clipper blade inner surface and for the bottom clipper blade inner surface. At the same time, the shining have to cover the whole surface, the inner surface of the upper clipper blade and the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade. Those 2 things, when you get it right, when you test it, you have to see the carbon cover everywhere. The portion that the upper clipper blade portion surface is covering or is covered, or the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade, you have to see carbon black to cover all. Let us open now and see whether what I'm saying is true or false. Yeah, can you see it now? Can you see it now? You see what I'm saying? You see the carbon? You see the carbon field everywhere? The portion that the upper clipper blade is staying, which means this clipper blade has been sharpened correctly. You see it in this way? Even when you use sharper to sharp, this is how you are going to get it right. That is why I'm saying what electric sharpening machine can do better. If you know how to use your super hard manual sharpening stone very well, you are going to result in the same thing. Yeah, I'm not talking about the fastness. I'm not talking about using of the chemicals. I'm not talking about using of electricity, but I'm talking about the work you are doing exactly, where you are going to result have to be the same. Can you see it now? So we have sharpening now step by step, and we have tested. We confirmed it has been sharpened correctly. Now we are going to mount this clipper blade on the engine back again. Then I will show you the way we treat it. After treating, then we will now use mass of air to test. You remove the masking tape at the back of the blades. You remove the masking tape. After removing the masking tape, then we now clean. You re-clean it. You make it clean again. After removing the masking tape, you make it clean again. Don't forget, from center to the front like this, from center to the back, from center like this to the front. You see the way I'm cleaning? From center to the back. So we now mount. We put it back in place again. The upper clipper blade, you see the way I put it, see the way I hold it. You now place the bottom clipper blade, then you now let the hole set. You see this hole, you now let it set. You see it like this. You now put the first bolt there. You put the second bolt there. You see it. You see it. Then before you tight it finish, you now try to set the mouth. You set it very well. So you tight it very well. Then let me show you how the mouth is now. You see it. You see it. Can you see that it's exactly clipper? This is talon. You see it. I don't know whether we can see it very well. It's not showing proper. So after this one now, we are going to run it. So when you newly sharpen your clipper blade finish, you are going to treat the mouth. After treating the mouth, then you apply the oil, you run it between 2, 3, 5 minutes. After running, you now take mass of air to test. You test it. Then you now clean the whole body very well. You make it neat. You clean your fingers. You clean the screwdriver. You make everything clean. Yeah, you turn the duster. Now I want to show you how we are going to treat the surface. We have plugged it to the light. This is the switch. I'll put it on. I'll switch it on. You see it. You see it. Then we are going to speed up. We are going to speed up the speed. Well, you see, I've increased the speed now. Can you see it now? You see the way I'm doing it? Then we are going to be dropping. You see, by the corner here, you'll be dropping kerosene there, here and here. It will now be running down to the other side. You can hear the sound now. You see it. Can you hear the sound now? The speed has increased. At the same time, all the particles of you see the way I'm doing it now? I'll bend it to the other side now. You see it? You see it? This is 100% gap, 0 gap, 100% gap, 0 gap. So you are running it. You want the inner surface of the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade to agree together. To agree together totally. To be friendly together. So the inner surface will be flattened together. There will be no space in between the two. You see the way I'm doing it? Can you hear the sound now? The voice is now smooth. It's now working like a new clipper blade. You can hear the voice. You can hear the voice. You can hear the voice. It's now working like a new clipper. This is what they call treatment and running. This is what they call running. Then after the running, we are now going to put the treatment there. Then we're now going to test with the mass of air. So let this one do, you allow this one between 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You see the way I'm doing it? Can you hear the voice? You hear the sound? It's working like a new clipper blade. This clipper now has been bought for several years ago. Almost about 26 or 27 years ago now. You see it? So after now we are going to clean. You switch it off. You switch it off like this. Then we are going to clean. You pick your rag. You clean all the kerosene, the treatment on the body. You clean it. Then you return the rag. Then you now drop the oil by the mouth. You drop the oil little by the mouth. Then by the corner here. Then by the corner here. You see it like that? You now switch it on again. You see it like this. The oil is in the mouth. You see the oil at the back. Then you now bring it down like 20 times like that. You see the way I'm doing it? Gently. You're doing it gently. You don't allow the thing to spoil. It's not easily spoiling. You see the way I'm doing it? You see the way I'm doing it? You see the way I'm doing it? So you allow this one to work. You allow it to work between 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You allow it to blend very well. You see it like this? That is the scallop. You see it? You see it? You see the oil in the body? You see the oil by the mouth? This is what they call running. The first one is treatment. The one we deal with kerosene is treatment. This one now with oil is running. You see it now? So after this one now, we are going to test with mass of air. We are going to test with mass of air so that we can see whether the work we have done is perfect or is not perfect. You see? Can you see it now? Can see it now? You 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 can see it? So you allow this one between 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You allow the machine to work very well. You run it very well. You blend it together very well. After you switch it off, you now reclean the whole body. All the oil in the body, you clean it again. Then let us pack all this one side. We now test with mass of air. This is air. You see it? Though it's not somehow clean like that, we have to manage it. You see, this is mass of air. You see it? So we now switch it on. You see it? We are going to test. This is zero gap, 50% gap, 100% gap. This is zero gap, 50% gap, 100% gap. We are going to test it in that 3 ways. Let us first test for 0% gap. The mouth is right now. Let us test. You see now? You see now? Can you see it now? You see it? Then 50% gap. This is zero gap. This is low cut. Can you see it now? You see it now? You see it now? You see it. This is zero gap again. Let me remove this dirty. You see it in this way. You see it, 50% gap. You see it. Look at the surface. You see it. Then 100% gap. This is zero gap. Can you see the surface? Very, very neat. This is zero gap again. You see I've carried it all. You see the mouth. You see it. Look at the surface. You see it. You see it. You see it. Now I've switched it off again. I've switched it off. Let us now reclean the surface again. You reclean the surface. You reclean it, everything neat back again. Yeah, can you see it now? The reason why I did this tutorial is to show the public, is to show the whole barbers, the whole stylists, the whole proprietor that what a new clipper can do. Even rechargeable clipper, new one, the one with wire, new one can do. The one you have as an old one, old engine, old casing, old clipper blade, you can still do better like a new clipper blade, even better than the new clipper blade or the clipper engine. Can you see it? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.